property was so packed you could barely walk through the front door. The family had no idea where to start and was terrified that the home would not sell. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I turned this hoarding house into a clean, market-ready home that buyers wanted. This is Chris Zubrycki with RE/MAX Professionals. I'm the BJJ broker, and I've been fighting for my clients since 2001. And today I'm going to show you how I prepared this probate property with a hoarding situation for market. Let's go. So this was the video of my initial visit to the property. And you can see that there's pathways throughout the home. There is a stove underneath all of those items right there. This was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath property. This is one of the bedrooms. This was the master bedroom here. There was a bed underneath all that debris right there. This was the garage. The garage was particularly challenging because there wasn't a lot of pathways through the garage. There's actually a golf cart on the left side of the garage there, and we really didn't know that until the company came in and started clearing through the debris. This was a car that had been left at the property. Could not get it to start, no gas, so we ran and got a gas can, had AAA come, throw a new battery in there, and the car was able to be started, and the estate was able to sell that as well. This is the backyard of the property and had a tremendous amount of gardening supplies, everything like that. I believe the estate may have reached out to one of the gardening clubs in Sun City to come by and get some of the items. And unfortunately, word got around, and somehow word got around that, hey, there's free stuff at this property and just come by and take whatever you want, which was absolutely not the case. So if you're looking to donate items, there's definitely a more controlled way to do that. You know, the estate was trying to make sure that a lot of these items got into the right hands. Unfortunately, when you give somebody an inch, sometimes they take a mile. I think every single time I went to the property, we were chasing people out of that backyard, removing items, and had to put up some no trespassing signs until we got everything cleaned out. This is after the personal property removal company had finished their job. I think it took 3 days for them to clear out the interior and exterior of the property. And I think it was a shade under $8,000 to complete this job. Now, in certain situations, it might be better for the estate to leave the items in the home. In this situation, the estate was going to get much more money if they actually invested a little bit of money into the condition of the property, and it did result in getting a much higher sales price in the end. And you can start to see the progress in the property. And pretty much at this point, we were ready for and I think this was the video that I sent to the cleaning companies to get quotes. And you can see the backyard is pretty clear. And then once they'd cleared it out, I really wanted to get that green carpeting out of there. It was just extremely worn and dirty. And here's the property after the cleaning crew had come through. Did the best job they could with the tile without having it steam cleaned and everything. Kitchen looks 1,000 times different. That was completely obscured by debris. Green carpeting's gone. And then you'll see the 2 bedrooms. And the bathroom looks 1,000 times better. I started work on this property on March 4th, 2022. The property was listed for sale for $239,900 on March 25th and sold for $239,900 on July 11th. If you're in Arizona and need a probate game plan, please contact me. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Chris Zubrycki with RE/MAX Professionals. I'm the BJJ broker, and I've been fighting for my clients since 2001.